Let us go some more deep down into the some of the application areas of operation research. So first one is finance. I say finance budgeting and investments. So what happens? So how the operation research is used in finance budgeting and investments? It may be to analysis the cash flow. I mean to say cash flow analysis, long range capital requirements, dividend policies, investment portfolios, or policies, credit risks, and different procedures to be which are there in credit policies, and claim and complaint procedures. So these are the different areas where operation research used in finance budgeting and investments. The second comes purchasing, procurement, and exploration. Fine. Here they use operation research for making rules. I mean to say rules for buying. So what are the rules for buying? So these are the rules to buy. Like you need to take quotations. Fine. Make a comparative statement. You need to buy the materials within this range only to get this much of profit. Fine. You have to buy this quantity minimum, this quantity. Fine. To get good profit. Fine. And supplies. So how many products are to be supplied? What is the minimum range of product supplies? And stable or varying prices. When the prices are varying, for example, the gold price is varying, now it is around 49,000 because of COVID-19. So there is no supply of gold from the uh, other countries. So what happens? As the India was the largest importer of the gold, that's why there is no gold coming from the other countries. So what happens? There will be a varying in prices. What happens when the prices are vary? If the prices are high, whether we need to purchase it, or what happens if the price is very low, then purchase it in a large number and store it so that when the prices are high, we can start using it. Fine. So determination of quantities and timing of purchases. Again, the same comes. When the prices are high, is it a better time for purchase, and how much quantity we need to purchase? Fine. And bidding policies. Next, strategizing for exploration or exploitation of raw materials. How the raw materials are to be exploited and explored. Fine. Replacement policies. What are the replacement policies? For example, like Flipkart, Amazon, they have the replacement policies like 10 days replacement policy, 1 month replacement policy. So they, by using this operation research, replacement policies are also designed. Next comes production management. So in production management, there are two things. One is physical distribution. In physical distribution, what happens? Locations and size of warehouses, distribution centers, and retail outlets. So what happens to the location of the warehouses? Fine. If the distribution of the material is very large in Hubli, but we have our warehouse in Bangalore, what happens? The transportation charge is more. Taking the product from Bangalore to Hubli is more. So what happens? So let us plan a warehouse in Hubli only so that the distribution through the warehouse becomes very easy and cost effective. And distribution centers and retail outlets. So what is a distribution policy? Next comes a facility planning. Fine. Second one, facility planning. Number and location of factories, where the factory to be established and where the warehouse to be established, like where the hospital is in need for the people. If you like build a very big hospital which is very remote, then people will not visit the hospital. So more big hospitals are always in more big cities. Fine. So to get more number of patients. Fine. Second one is loading and unloading facilities for railroads, trucks, determining the transport schedule. What happens if the factory is in a remote area where the road facility is not that much good and the rail facility is also not at all rail facility is there? Then there will be a problem. What happens? The factories, where the factory is to be where the factory is to be, mm, there only the railway facility is very good, so that the raw materials can come directly to the factory. When in case of Jindal, I have seen the Jindal where the railway tracks are directly entering into the factory only with the raw materials. Fine. So that type of facilities can be planned in facility planning. And next comes manufacturing. So in manufacturing, we can schedule production and its sequencing. What happens? Let us take an example of winter season, and in summer season, and in rainy season. So in rainy season, we can plan our production to produce more number of umbrellas, raincoats, fine. Whereas in winter season, we can plan our production to produce more number of sweaters, fine, hand gloves. Whereas in summer season, easy wears like t-shirts and shorts. So this type of production planning can be done with the help of OR. Fine. Then maintenance and profit scheduling. So maintenance policies and preventive maintenance. To get more profit, we may need to preserve some raw materials for a longer period of time, so that when the prices are hike, we can use those preserved materials so that to get more profit. So to preserve those materials, we need to have maintenance. It may be refrigerations. It may be team of people who need to maintain those raw materials. Fine. So next one's maintaining crew sizes. What happens? We need to maintain a given product in summer season, where we need large number of people to maintain it. Whereas in winter and in rainy season, we don't need that much of people. We need only less number of people. So we can decide the maintenance crew sizes. There comes project scheduling and allocation of resources. Fine. So how to schedule the project and where we need to allocate our resources for that particular project. Next comes marketing. So marketing, very big and very large area, and many of the many of the applications of operation research are very centered to the marketing, and to get more number of people uh, in marketing, to get more business, to get more profit. So here production selection, and what is the timing for production, and what is competitive actions. So production selection, what we need to produce now in coming summer season, or in winter season, or in examination season. Fine. In COVID, so many of the factories are started producing masks to get profit, and hand liquid, hmm, hand wash. So the production of sanitizers, hand wash, soaps, etc. are increased because of COVID-19, because the people wanted to wash their hands regularly. So the demand for these materials in the market was very high. So many of the companies started planning these products to produce. So this was the right time to do it, to get more profit. And competitive actions. Who are our competitors? Fine. For example, Savlon competitor is Dettol, and these two companies compete among themselves in the market. So what is the strategy from the Savlon side, and what is the strategy from the Dettol side to sell their products more? When number of salesmen required to sell the products in a particular area, if the geographical area is very less, within 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers, we need only one salesperson. Or planning according to the number of orders, how much number of order, how much price of order we can get it within from a city. So we need to plan the number of salesmen. Fine. Frequency of calling on accounts, advertising media, and respect to cost and time. So as a Dettol or Savlon, most of the companies are very busy in advertising. So what are their plans in advertising, which is the perfect time to go for advertising? Fine. Then comes personal management, hmm, selection of suitable personal on a minimum salary. So we will give minimum salary, but the person is very suitable. mix of age and skills. Fine. So more, if the seniors are more, then the reliability is also more. Fine. But a youth is more, new skills will come. So the management of mix of age and skills has to be solved with the help of application of OR. Fine. Research and development, determination of areas of research and development where the Savlon has to improve their product. What are new research have to be done on Savlon or Dettol? There are so many products. If you take an automobile industry, where every year new versions of the bikes will come. So every time they come up with a research, what best can be done? Anti-braking system. So if I press the back brake, automatically front brake also stops. What happens if I press front brake? The earlier when we used to press the front brake of the bike, the previous the back wheel is going to skid. So to overcome that one, they have come up with anti-braking system, anti-skid braking system. So these are the new research and developments. Fine. Project selection, what project we need to select, and reliability and alternative decisions to be taken. Fine. These are some different applications of operation research. Fine. Thank you. Thank you very much.